While Marvel's Midnight Suns strives to show the supernatural side of the Marvel Universe, the turn-based RPG would have been better off without the Avengers. The tactical RPG is based on a 1990s comic book series that featured otherworldly heroes like Ghost Rider, Blade, and Morbius. Unfortunately, while mysticism plays a big role in Marvel's Midnight Suns, the title also chose to include other incongruous heroes and villains. While not an exact retelling of the comic book story, Marvel's Midnight Suns is more accurate than some other video game adaptations and remains largely faithful to the original plot. Like the comic book story, Marvel's Midnight Suns brings together a variety of heroes to battle a newly resurrected villain named Lilith, the mother of all demons. In the 90 seconds comic version, Blade, Morbius, and two Ghost Riders team up with lesser-known Marvel characters like Detective Hannibal King and Vampire Slayer Frank Drake. Marvel's Midnight Suns also follows this basic premise by featuring various supernatural heroes such as Blade, Ghost Rider, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, and Magic. However, other heroes are also included unnecessarily. Marvel's Midnight Suns puts its supernatural heroes on the sidelines. Even before launch, fans noted that Marvel's Midnight Suns lineup didn't make sense, and the game's recent release confirmed that observation. Unfortunately, while lesser-known supernatural heroes like Blade and Ghost Rider are happy to follow thanks to their relative obscurity, other lesser-than-interesting Marvel icons like Iron Man and Captain America steal the show. These characters are written to be very similar to their irreverent Marvel Cinematic Universe counterparts, making them seem like cheap fakes rather than interesting reinterpretations. Seeing heroes like Spider-Man and Wolverine battling undead demons is also a bit of a shock, especially if it means true magical heroes like Doctor Strange and Magic have less time to shine. The Avengers bring generic villains to Marvel's Midnight Suns. In addition to the lack of supernatural heroes in Marvel's Midnight Suns, the presence of the Avengers also attracts generic and useless enemies. The main opponent of the game is Lilith, a charming and relatively unknown supernatural threat to the Marvel Universe. Unfortunately, Hydra also appears thanks to the evil organization's ties to the Avengers and the greater Marvel world. Hydra's weapon-wielding henchmen feel generic to fight in Marvel's Midnight Suns, especially compared to Lilith's dark powers of monstrous demons and corrupted spirits. Rather than truly embracing Marvel's supernatural realm and introducing bizarre creatures to slay, the Avengers' presence instead draws generic human foes to mow down. Unfortunately, the turn-based RPG has chosen to focus on the Avengers rather than the supernatural side of Marvel, and Marvel's Midnight Suns character DLC will only perpetuate that problem. Post-launch content adds randomized heroes such as Deadpool and Storm, with Morbius the living vampire as the only additional member of the original comics team. The game's take on Avengers like Iron Man and Captain America come across as caricatures of their MCU versions, and their presence attracts bland villains like Hydra rather than more supernatural threats. Fans have praised Marvel's Midnight Suns for its writing style and gameplay, but Firaxis Games definitely could have left the Avengers on the sidelines. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and support my channel.